I do.
That doesn't
Can
make
Define
sense
me, to
because
watching
define
the
me. Hold
debate
on,
right
wait,
if
now.
wait, wait,
bones,
wait, be
Watching the
if
quiet.
debate, man.
Be
bones
quiet.
from
Watch
animals
these.
are gonna
Hey, hold the
And
survive
fuck on, bro.
decay,
You ain't gonna
while
why
keep
I'm
wouldn't
talking over
stone
me.
tools survive the
while I'm
Be
decay?
quiet.
translating
I ain't gonna give you a motherfucking
my
chance to
books on the
talk if I
multi-language
can't talk.
audiobook builder, these boys get kind of
You're not talking, you're shouting.
Now,
It's a
shut
physical.
up.
difference. It's
Ooh,
a difference.
Now, I told
ooh,
y'all he share my screen.
Language,
I
gentlemen,
told y'all he was
language.
gonna go to Taphonomy.
ooh.
Look,
No,
this
this
is
is
the
this is
look,
just one
look,
source.
hold
I
on.
got
This
more. I
Hold
got
on,
hold on.
more.
evolutionist.
This
This
is
is
Let him
just
finish.
one.
Evolutionist. Let him finish. Let him finish.
right. So right here, I'm gonna go to the same page, right? The same thing that he looking at, right? He's gonna say, he's gonna give me just another guy's opinion who is based in evolution. The reason he's saying that that's not plausible is because he has an evolutionary theory that he must back. He says you gotta have unequivocal stone artifacts. No, you don't. That's not how paleontology works. Maybe archaeology, but that's not how paleontology works. And if you hold on, share my screen real quick, we can just show this because he didn't know that this site was a tar pit. So the taphonomy that they would be looking for in rocks, ground, water, or anything else that would fossilize a stone would be drastically different. Drastically different. Taphonomy is the study of how organisms decay. He hasn't showed you anything that debunked it. Huh? And this is one of the reasons they can't, because it was found in a tar pit. So the different ways that organisms decay or that they become buried or are preserved are different. It looks drastically different in a tar pit compared to solid ground, while the fundamental stages, death, burial, fossilization, apply to both. The chemical and physical environment of asphalt creates a totally unique preservation pathway. So what I'm showing is there has been no scientist. Michael R. even himself, he gave his opinion about it, but his opinion is just as good as Christ's opinion about it. It's just their own perspective on it. But what has not scientifically been done is that the Cerruti site has been debunked. That has not been proven. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
Okay. Again, this is what again, as I said, the critics aren't just anyone criticizing them. These are scientists in the field of archaeology and anthropology. This is another thing that they're pointing out. There is no supply of, well, the ample supply. That means there is enough supply of good stones for making tools in the area. Stones, not bones, not hair, not skin. Stones, material that will last longer than bones. Stones. So if you're gonna say it's in a tar pit where organic matter will decay and decompose pretty fast, we're not talking about organic matter, we're talking about stones. There's no evidence of stone tools that would be used for cutting or chipping away at carcasses.
Is
There's
that your
no
belief?
evidence of those
So
in the
they found
area.
cobbles there. They found cobbles and wear stones.
Cobbles and wear stones are not stones used to butcher
Yes,
animals
they
as
are.
the claim that they're making.
Yes,
The
they are.
stones that the stones that lithic people use, these are stone age
They
people.
are.
No. In on every other archaeological site with with evidence of human presence, there are stone tools with that people use that call flint. the technique
they're not all
that they
made of
used
flint.
was flint knot.
So hold
It's
on.
found on
Let me hold on.
every-
Wait. Let me get this understood. Are
Are you saying that
every
these
single
people were so
hold on?
primitive
Every
that
single
they
your
weren't
claim
even
is
in the
that
Stone Age?
every single rock tool was made of flint.
No, not every single rock tool
Well,
was made
then
of
why
flint.
would these
But
be made of flint?
flint knapping was a technique. It's a
Why would
technique of
these be
using
made of
one
flint?
stone to chip another stone into a
No,
shape
but it's not
to be
about
used.
chipping. It's about breaking the bone.
Breaking the bones for what? How you gonna break the
What?
bones in it
You break the bones with the rock, with the cobblestones.
and do what?
And you eat
Where's
the
the
marrow.
evidence of them butchering the animal?
You eat the
Where's the
marrow.
evidence of them butchering the animal? You're ignoring
You
the
eat
other
the
claims.
marrow.
You're
You use the
ignoring the
bone
other
as a
criticism.
tool.
Not only that, not only didn't they find any human remains in those
They
areas,
didn't have
they
to.
didn't find any evidence
Hey,
of
hold on.
human.
Do you know that in
human-made tools.
paleontology, the last thing usually found is bones?
Yeah, but the first thing usually
What do you
found
mean,
is
but?
tools, and they
What do you
didn't
mean,
find
but?
tools.
I never
They're-
said that
they're-
there were humans
They
found
had
there.
explanation
I said
for how
tools.
those things been broken. Like
There are
it
Cerruti
could happen
sites.
through natural causes,
And
through
no,
flood, through
there's
erosion.
no proof of that.
Okay, and there's no proof that human was there.
Yes,
It's just a
there is
claim
proof
by
that
a
humans
bunch
were
of
there.
nut-ass
They found
archaeologists
cobblestones.
and no other. Imagine
So
you're
did
making a
humans,
claim
hold
and
on, did
no
ancient
one else
humans
in
in
your
America
field
eat
agree with you.
mastodons?
No, I'm just saying.
I mean, your
Imagine,
claims are
no
non-scientific.
other archaeologists except for these guys who excavate the site
So
agrees with
what?
them, and
Hold
you're
on,
taking
is
that as
Cerruti good enough?
evidence.
Is Cerruti good enough?
No, Cerruti ain't good enough because
Yeah, he is.
other
Is he a real
archaeologists do
scientist?
not agree with it.
He's a real scientist. You're not.
Well,
So
there's
why his word
eight
ain't good?
anthropologists right
hold
here.
on. Do most cutting edge scientific beliefs or ideas get believed in immediately?
No.
No.
But it got believed
hold
in
on.
when they have
so hold on.
enough evidence.
So when they said,
concrete
hold
evidence.
on, do you know what debunked the first out of Africa theory?
The other Africa theory has not been debunked.
It's been debunked 4 times.
It's not
on
been
the 5th
debunked.
version.
The other Africa theory has not been debunked.
We're on the 5th version.
That
Look
the
it up.
other Africa
Anybody can look this up.
is the
Anyway,
scientific
do you know? Hold on.
consensus
Hey,
of human evolution.
Do you know why
Look up
the
the
first
word
one was
debunked.
debunked?
Other people making
Hold
a
on.
claim.
Do you remember?
Hold on. Do you remember?
That the very first out of Africa theory said people migrated out of there about 70,000 years ago, right? And then I mean about 50,000 years ago. And then they found out that the Aboriginals, they found out that the Aboriginals of Australia had been there over 70,000 years documented. So
and the
that
other
blew the
Africa
first
theory
out of
has not
Africa
been
theory out.
debunked.
So they had to they had to go back to their evolutionary theory and rewrite it. So they wrote a second version. This is what science does.
With new evidence, theories get updated.
Yeah, so they
has not been debunked. The other Africa theory has been reinforced with the new evidence of the Australian being in Australia.
Right, so he didn't come from Africa.
Years.
So he didn't come from Africa.
Listen, updating a theory is not debunking it. Debunking something is eradicating it and replacing it with something else.
If the points of your theory
You're using
are
words
proven to be
context.
untrue, then your theory is false.
If the other Africa theory was false, it would have been eradicated and replaced with something else.
Why would it have to be eradicated when they
because
just make another one?
False. It's not
they
true.
Just make another
Get rid of it.
You don't know how theories work, do you? You don't know how scientific theories work. You're ignorant to that.
Projecting and gaslighting. It's not cool.
Well, now I'm projecting and gaslighting,
yes,
but you don't know how scientific theories work.
Know the difference
so when a scientific theory gets debunked, does that mean that it totally goes away, or do they make a new theory about it?
Do you know the difference between debunking?
Do you know the difference? Because obviously you don't know that scientific theories are debunked every day.
All right, can you show? Can you?
And
prove,
then guess what?
Can you show it? Show anything that says the other Africa? A freaking Google search that says the other Africa theory has been debunked. Because you're just saying
Listen,
words like
Derek,
it's
hold on,
very
we're on
hard
the 5th
to
version.
keep composure.
Hold on.
Updating the other Africa theory is not debunking it.
Yeah, they debunked it and then they rework it.
It doesn't even make
When the
sense.
claim of the theory doesn't fit
someone else happens, my head
naturally,
hurts.
when the claim of the theory doesn't fit nature, they rewrite it. Yeah, that's what happens.
Coliseum of Arguments presents Titans Debate League, Clash of the Titans 1.1. The arena is opening once again, and only